Greetings, MIPS students and parents alike. Wow, what a last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I know many of you we've just on board this week, or we've gotten going last week, and we're setting some goals this week. I just want to say welcome. And for some of you, just breathe, take a break. This is my Friday message I'd like to push out to families and who are part of the MIPS family. And you can look forward to this coming every Friday afternoon, evening. Just kind of a reflection of the week and what to look forward coming down the road a little bit. So I want to start out with a quote. I normally don't quote myself, but it's something that I've been really pushing out there quite a bit in my own personal world and to some of you students about really setting forth some patterns and goals for yourself is really about controlling the day before it controls you by controlling the first 30 minutes of your day. In essence, kind of some little tips that came from a book I was reading called The Atomic Habits. I always like to spend some time. My first 30 minutes of the day are spent reading, writing, and moving and thinking. So I think of body, mind, soul. That's how I control my day. And one of the pieces that I've been really challenging your students is when you start your day, really can make a huge difference. What are you doing in that first 30 minutes? Later on, we'll be talking more in our meetings, our one-on-one sessions, about how you can take that 30 minutes into thirds and really prepare yourself for the upcoming day. And I'm not talking just school, and really how it can help you arm yourself against some of the adverse situations that happen, if school, life, those type of things. So how are you controlling your day? And I'd like to kind of have that conversation throughout next week with you as we navigate through another great week next week through MIPS. So our game plan today, I want to go over, there's some time periods and I'm going to set aside for NWA testing. That's going to really change some of our communication, our weekly half hour or 15-minute sessions. I'll tell you how we're going to navigate through that today. I want to remind everybody about the two-way communication piece and the importance of that with us communicating both ways and also with your teachers. The requirement, it's the only attendance requirement for all students in MIPS. Talk about an exciting new opportunity about esports coming up. I'll talk about that in just a moment. And really just kind of a review of your courses as you're navigating through your courses. What should you be reminding yourselves as you engage into your 25 to 30 hours a week into your classes? And really kind of finish off today, what changes do you think you're going to make this week? So with that being said, let's get on with today's game plan. Just want to talk about winning the day a little bit and creating some atomic habits. So I really want to make that a focus of our opening conversation. So look forward for Mr. Q, talk a little bit about a book that he'd like to kind of instill some challenges into you. Like, how do you want to win your day? How do you want to control your day? And what does all this mean? And we'll talk about creating systems, tiny little systems that can make remarkable changes in your life. So, all right, here's the testing window for upcoming next week. So I'm going to pause for a second, or maybe you want to pause. All right, take a look at this slide here. I'm going to be sending out a Google form on Monday, and it's really you selecting a couple things. You're going to select a time slot you want to come during this 2.5 hour period, and we're going to take two tests. One will be math, one will be reading ELA. And our focus is to get as many of our students, my students, in at that time during next week. The window closes next week. And we'll talk about where to find it on your class link. You'll just come to, I'll create a Google Calendar invite to you on this day. Actually, I'll keep it open to everybody. If you happen to change your mind, that's fine. Once again, if you happen to change your mind on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, that's fine. Just jump into one of these times. Maybe take a screenshot, pause this video, write those down. You'll see a Google Calendar coming to all of you. So I'm going to populate an email to parents and students to come and join me for a NWA testing window that we're going to test this fall. Will be our first one, and then one later on the spring to show growth. And we'll talk later about how we'll utilize that with families. All right. So testing window next week. Look for this to come either on a Sunday night or Monday morning. Sign up as soon as you can, all right? We could have all of you show up on Tuesday from 11 to 2. That would be great. We get it done with, we're done. So I just want to offer you some options. It is required, so please attend one of those opening sessions, all right? Just a reminder, the importance of us communicating two-way. Just like any communication is effective when two people seek to understand each other's perspective. The only way we can make great strides as a MIPS student and your support families, parents, is encourage your child and you, the student, reach out to me also. It's a two-way conversation about your coursework. Yes, that's a state requirement, but it's also best practices. It's important that not just on that half-hour day that we have, half-hour moment through the week that we have, feel free to communicate with me via text, email, anytime. If I don't answer your call right away, I'm more than likely in the middle of a meeting or conversation with another student. So make sure you're also reaching out to all your teachers in this communication. When they send you an email, make sure you're responding back. So with that in mind, make sure that you're checking your email every day. First thing when you start your classes, after you do your 30-minute control your day, we'll talk about your atomic habits, then get into checking. Make that part of your routine before you even start your classes. See what's out there. Mr. Q or one of your teachers is sending you a notice. All right. So also some exciting, going a little bit too fast here. I want to share an exciting announcement that just came through my email today, Friday, esports questionnaire. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the Google Classroom tonight. If you're interested, click on it, fill it out. It's an application for esports competition for the MIPS team. Sounds really exciting. In the questionnaire, talks about some of the gaming, some of the experience you may have, and also a contact information for the teacher who's going to facilitate that. If you're a gamer, you want to be part of the MIPS game esport team, send me an email or look to your Google Classroom later on tonight. Okay? All right. Just a quick reminder, your coursework, the reason why we're doing schooling the way we are, I'm here to be your coach, your personal coach in your classroom. You have so many resources available as we went through ClassLink to show you. Many of you, we've already bookmarked where they're located. Just a quick reminder when you're doing your work this week. Check your email each day. Remember, as we set forth your plan for the week, Monday through Friday, I also have, and I've been talking about this all week long, if you want a personalized schedule, we've got a template. We can work on one of our sessions this week, getting you, maybe some of you print out next to your computer, put it in your room, put it in your refrigerator. We can create that for you. But you should be spending 25 to 30 hours per week to make progress, make pace. So keep those reminders, keep those as a reminder as you navigate through your classes. All right. Also, some pieces on the discussion and activities in most of your work. You're going to be expected to really put some thought into your discussion items. These teachers have created some real interactive, creative classes. They're going to expect at least a paragraph or two in your discussion item. We can talk and show you later on in our one-on-one sessions where those are located if you still need some clarity. Also, some activities I've been mentioning to you, that teacher-led activities that are in your courses, you're going to expect an hour. I mean, some of the teachers come right out and say, we expect you to spend an hour, hour and a half on some of these activities. They are time consuming. You can suddenly see where 25 to 30 minutes of school is a minimum. And really, like the benefit of that, or why we're virtual, is you get to choose that time slot. And that's probably one of the reasons why you're choosing the virtual experience too. So you're not dictated by a one bell fits all. All right. This is going to be customized to your learning. All right. And keep this in mind. Some of you just came on and you may feel behind a little bit. Rest assured, you can't eat an elephant in one single bite. All right. Just bite-sized chunks, just little chunks at a time. I was talking to somebody the other day who was way behind, and all we said, let's just spend a half hour to get started. Half hour every class every day. Now, that was for this individual to just say one small bite-sized chunks. That's all it is. Just be consistent, show up every day, control your day, and you're going to be successful this semester at MIPS. So if you're in need of a personalized schedule, let me know. Send me an email, text, and would love to sit down and create that for you. All right. As you wrap up today, just remember that window for NWA. Look for that email coming on Monday. Also, we're going to be navigating right through your ClassLink, so make sure you have access to ClassLink. If you don't, please let me know. I don't care if it's over the weekend. I may not answer you until Monday, but let me know if you still have some issues with that. So, what tiny changes going into next week? What tiny changes do you want to make today towards a remarkable tomorrow? Let's talk about that. It's going to be my opening conversation with you when I meet with you via phone, video conferencing. What little change do you want to make in your life to make a remarkable tomorrow? I look forward to having this conversation with you. Whoops, excuse me. I look forward to having this conversation with you next week, and look forward to just reflecting on a great week this past week and last couple of weeks. So take a moment, breathe, and be grateful for all the support you have in your life. And I'm really looking forward to next week. And have a blessed weekend, everybody. Take care, keep in touch, and let's make some changes.